right, we're ready to get started, everyone. So live from the Scheinfeld Center Innovator Studio at Santa Barbara City College, welcome to the 13th Annual Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge. My name is Julie Sampson, Director of the Scheinfeld Center, and thank you for joining us here to support student entrepreneurs who will share their best business ideas in pursuit of over $15,000 in cash and startup support. The finalists presenting today were selected by independent judges based on their business plans, and now they'll present their 8-minute pitch to a panel of esteemed judges who will determine the first, second, and third place winners. This competition welcomes students from colleges and high schools from any academic discipline throughout Santa Barbara County. This year, we have 5 finalists from Santa Barbara County representing Santa Barbara City College and Westmont College. What unites these finalists is their passion and determination to bring their venture to life, and the Scheinfeld Center is here to support them every step of the way. This competition marks our 13th year of hosting the Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge to support student entrepreneurship, and this support is more important than ever before. We often think about entrepreneurs as those who launch ventures, but while this is true, it's also true that entrepreneurship is a way of life, that entrepreneurship develops the leaders we need today through the entrepreneurial mindset and skill set, no matter whether people are running a business, working as an employee, or leading communities and families and peers. The Scheinfeld Center community and regional services start at the high school level through our dual enrollment courses and the Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge competition, and it extends all the way through business launch and growth through our Get Real Accelerator, helping to develop a better Santa Barbara County economy for all. I'd like to give special thanks before we get started to our Superintendent President, Dr. Kindred Murillo, VP of Academic Affairs, Maria Villagomez, Business Dean Michael Medell, and Business Department Chair Julie Brown, as well as all administrators, staff, and faculty who help the Scheinfeld Center and support student entrepreneurship. Thank you to all of you. We couldn't do this without your support. And we also couldn't do this without the support of everyone in our community, including our partners and sponsors and more than 50 business mentors from our community who work with our students each year. A great example of this is the support of our panel of esteemed judges, who I'd like to introduce right now. You will find the extended bios for all the judges in the description below the video, and we encourage you to check them out. Right here, let me briefly introduce Keith Butler, who is VP of Marketing at Visus LLC, Cormac O'Connor, who is Operating and Investment Partner at Scalable Operations Venture Capital, and John Stump, who is founder of Click Products. Judges, thank you so much for joining us. We so appreciate your service here.
Thanks for having us. It's a good competition and glad to be back.
Okay, well, we're going to be on a tight agenda as the high school competition follows this collegiate competition. Each finalist will present their 8-minute pitch, and then the judges will have up to 5 minutes of clarifying questions. And this 5 minutes generally allows each judge to ask one question, maybe a follow-on question. We ask that the judges work equitably to share the Q&A period. The judges will then move into a 20-minute deliberation in a Zoom breakout room while we keep the live stream going. We will have a live stream slide show in progress, so those of you who are viewing the competition will know that you're still with us. After the judges have completed their deliberation and have identified the winners, we will all convene, the finalists and the judges will convene in Zoom, and the judges will award the winners. The first place award is $5,500. The second place award is $3,000, and the third place award is $2,000. As we proceed, we encourage you, our audience and viewers, to cast your vote for who you think is your favorite and who you think should win the competition. You can do that on Instagram. There's Instagram links to individual posts for each finalist in the sidebar on our website and also below the video description in YouTube. So please go in and give them some support. And also on the YouTube chat, you have an opportunity to interact with the finalists. They will be there hanging out when they aren't pitching. So, the number one thing that we hear from student entrepreneurs is what they want most from our community is to know that you're behind them with support, backing up their best efforts. So please do give them lots of support there. To each and every one of our finalists, we wish all of you the best today with your competition. You are here because you are ready to do this. And while only 3 teams will place today, the fact that you're competing here says a lot in itself, and it's something that everybody can hold in esteem. This experience itself will help your entrepreneurial development and help you develop important connections that will advance you no matter what the outcome is. So with that, I would like to welcome our first finalist. So let me get set up for that. Our first finalist is Brian Morales of Easy Phase from SBCC. Great. So when you're ready, go ahead and share your screen. And as soon as you start pitching, the timer will begin.
Hello, judges. My name is Brian, and I'm the founder of the Easy Fade Clipper that addresses the rising cost of haircuts by providing men a do-it-yourself option that delivers professional results. The price of men's haircut has increased about 5% annually from 2021 to 2023, and the average cost in California is currently $60. As a result, many men in California struggle to keep up with the cost of hair grooming, and just over 45% of men now cut their own hair at home. The men's fade haircut has been around since the 1940s and remains a popular go-to style with modern updates throughout the years. However, the fade is difficult to achieve at home with the current do-it-yourself options on the market. The Easy Fade Hair Clipper provides an easy, economical, and convenient way for millennial men who love the style and versatility of the fade haircut and who want to achieve a professional-looking do-it-yourself fade haircut from home, such as the one shown here. The fade haircut features a gradual transition from short hair to longer hair from sides and on the back of the head. The centerpiece of our product is the removable mechanical guard, which moves automatically as the clipper is moved up the head, creating a seamless and flawless fade haircut. The creation of the Easy Fades hair clipper holds great significance for me because as someone who understands the profound impact a simple haircut can have on a man's confidence. I'm committed to providing a kit that not only meets the highest standards, but it's also affordable and can be used anywhere. Our target market is middle-class millennial men who take pride in maintaining a well-groomed appearance. They value their time and are unwilling to spend 2 to 3 hours in a salon or barbershop getting a haircut. After interviewing 5 people in our target market, we've confirmed that they are frustrated with the time-consuming process of driving to and from the hair salon. They usually receive haircuts twice a month. To cater their needs, we will sell Easy Fade exclusively online direct-to-consumer at a price of $160. We will grow our business through market penetration and expansion of our product line into related accessories. Let me share with you the customer experience of the Easy Fade haircut kit. The kit is delivered to customers' homes, complete with a hair clipper, comb, blade oil, and a small cleaning brush to ensure a successful haircut experience. Upon receiving the kit, our quick start guide instructs customers to sanitize the clipper, comb, and cleaning brush to ensure a hygienic and safe grooming experience, as well as to attach the removable special guard onto the clipper for a precise and effortless fade. Customers then watch a personalized video tutorial hosted on YouTube, specially tailored to each customer to demonstrate the step-by-step process for achieving the perfect hair fade. Finally, customers follow along with the video and witness the amazing results of a professional-looking fade haircut from the comfort of their own home. To manufacture Easy Fades, we will hire qualified individuals to engineer and create a CAD tech pack of the Easy Fade clipper for prototyping. The prototype will be manufactured by Global Best Way, which is located in China, and we'll test the product ourselves. Design adjustments will be made before manufacturing our first run of 150 clippers, which will monitor customer satisfaction and use feedback to improve the product. Creating the personalized instructional videos is something Easy Fades will also do. It's a promising time for Easy Fates to enter the market. Our total available market is $96.5 million, which is based on the total number of male working millennials in the US and our sales price. Our serviceable available market is $11.5 million, which is based on the male millennials in California. And finally, Easy Fate's serviceable obtainable market is $232,000, which is based on our 1 year service capacity, given our sales price of $160. Additionally, the US hair clipper industry is valued at $780 million and expected to grow at a CAGR of 3% from 2023 to 2028. Easy Fades faces direct competition from Easy Fade Co. and the Fading Culture, which also offer a do-it-yourself fade haircut solution. While these competitors have reasonable pricing, reviewers report that Easy Fade Co. find it difficult to control the guard, making it less of a true do-it-yourself solution. Moreover, their guard is made of a 3D printed plastic, limiting its durability and quality. In regards to the Fading Culture, the reviews state that their clipper does not perform up to their posted standards. In contrast, Easy Fades offers a superior experience with personalized instructional videos that guide customers through the fade haircut process, allowing them to achieve professional quality results in a matter of minutes. Our go-to market strategy consists of 3 stages. We've already started our first stage, which is the customer discovery. We'll build a community of 300 potential early adopters and engage them in product development process to build anticipation for our product release in July 2024. We've already acquired five early adopters who have given us great feedback on our concept. The second stage will begin in July 2024 when Easy Fades will launch. Also creating all social media platforms, will begin to look for more influencers to sponsor. The last stage will begin in July 2025, which will be the estimated day of hitting our sales goal. In this stage, Easy Fades will start creating their own ads across social media platforms, which will hopefully grow the audience. As you can see, I've completed my monthly 1-year cash flow projection. Let's get to the key numbers. The cost of goods per unit is 76.19 cents, which is based on the price of the clipper, bright, importation, and custom charges. The retail profit margin per unit is 52%, and our wholesale profit margin is 33%. Overall, our revenue goal is $232,320, with the total expenses being $134,763, leaving Easy Fades with a profit of $97,557, with our customer acquisition cost being $6.80 and breaking even just over $82,000. Startup costs total $14,791, and funding sources are personal savings, winnings of the Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge. Judges, if you choose me as the winner of the Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge, I will apply the funds toward the beginning development of the Easy Fade Clipper Kit. With a ready-to-go business plan, we've identified potential marketing company. We've identified a potential manufacturing company and used Fiverr for identifying great talent with product designers and engineers. By July 2024, we plan to launch our website, establish an LLC, and have our first inventory in stock, managed by a reliable and dedicated team. With all these pieces in place, Easy Fades is positioned to offer a game-changing do-it-yourself haircut solution that will revolutionize the grooming industry. The Easy Fades team consists of myself, which will handle the business side of the company. I have found some great talent on Fiverr, like Sankit, who has great experience in engineering and design, and Jahan, that will take care of all the social media marketing. These 2 individuals have great feedback on Fiverr while offering their services at a reasonable price. Once the venture becomes successful, Easy Fades will offer business to another business that's in the clipper industry, like Andy's Clippers. They can provide their expertise and grow Easy Fades to a much larger scale than the founder. Our financials suggest that Easy Fade shows promise for success as the next big do-it-yourself alternative to fade haircuts. Startup costs are relatively low, profit margins are favorable, operational costs are minimized to maintain profits. Judges, I thank you for your time, and I now invite your questions.
Yeah, good job. Impressive. And totally appreciate how it can be hard to get a haircut. So I understand. Could you explain briefly the mechanics of how it functions? Meaning, as you slide up, what kind of makes the fade happen? Is there a ramp?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it's basically a battery powered guard, the one on step 2. So that guard is going to be able to move automatically as the clipper feels as the clipper is going up, the guard is going to go up as well. So as it goes up, it's cutting less and less because it's creating more of a gap between the hair and the blades of the clipper.
And then when it goes down, does it reset, or how does it know? Like,
Usually, usually when you go up, right, you completely take off the clipper off your head, so you don't go back down. So you have to restart back and go from down and go back up.
got it. And do you have a prototype that you've played with?
That's a great question. I currently do not have a prototype as of right now.
Okay.
So Brian, hi, this is Keith Butler. Couple questions on, you talk about your target audience is working male millennials. Can you go back to your market description there? And I noticed that you're considering market share. You're addressing it basically as 100% of share, if I understood that correctly. Is that right? Maybe, I think the next slide or two had, I'm just trying to understand what you think the market opportunity is that you can actually capture directly. And as I understand it, most of this initial sales will be online, correct? You'll have a website and a online presence specifically, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Market opportunity as targeted to working male millennials. And you got some data behind to support that. Yes, that's it. So when you look at service, so total available market, I get serviceable available market. So what you've basically done is taken that audience as a calculus for the state of California. That's your initial belief. So what you're assuming here is that you will, your obtainable market is 3%. You're looking to capture 3% market share. Is that correct?
That's just the 3% is just the U.S. clipper industry. It's valued at 780 million and is expected to grow at a rate of CAGR of 3% from 2023 to 2028.
I guess what I'm trying to understand is what do you think your market capture opportunity is out of year one?
It would be the 232,000.
And can you just kind of enlighten on that, how you arrived at that number?
Yeah, so that number is basically an estimate of our sales price and the number of male working millennials in California.
What are your competitors priced at?
So the Fading Culture offers their own a branded version of a self-fading hair clip, and I think it's right now it's around I would say like 120, 100 to 120. I'm pretty sure. And the Easy Fade Co, it's just a little attachable guard, and I think that goes for like 10, 20 bucks.
How are you planning to acquire all your customers in the beginning?
It's mainly, that's a great question. It's mainly just by sponsoring small influencers or nano influencers through YouTube, through social media platforms that are of course somewhat of the target market that we're looking for too. So they're into reviewing products, they're into cutting hair and things like that.
Have you already identified who some of these people could be?
Yeah, we've identified 3 influencers, nano influencers to work with.
And then just a question on your $6.88 acquisition cost. Is that, could you walk us through how you got to that number? It feels a little low.
And this is the final question. So go ahead and finish answering. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was basically we were determined to spend $10,000 on marketing costs our first year, and we divided it by the number of customers we needed to hit our revenue, which was I believe 1,452, and we got a total number of customer acquisition cost of $6.88.
Okay, judges. Let's see. Next up, we are going to welcome Daniel Carrera of Arrow from Westmont College.
Hello, thank you for having me. My name is Daniel Carrera, and I'm happy to introduce you to Arrow, an augmented reality social media and communication platform that aims to transform the way we communicate using wearable AR glasses. Let's begin with the problem. Traditional platforms lack immersive and interactive experiences and often leaves me thinking, how social am I actually being on these social media apps? You see, another problem is that many of these apps share the same features, just in a different layout. These companies contribute to many major problems like addiction, mental health issues, social isolation, and much more. Arrow has the opportunity to tap into the fast-growing AR market, transform the way we communicate in a fun and interactive way, promote healthier usage of social media applications by softly encouraging users to go outside, interact with your environment, and foster real-world connections. Arrow seamlessly integrates into your life without being intrusive. It's designed to enhance your social media experience by making collaboration more exciting and personal interactions even more meaningful. Imagine walking through a city center or a high traffic area where once empty spaces are now transformed into vibrant canvases for artists to showcase their masterpieces that also offer new advertising opportunities for businesses small to large. With Arrow, the world around you comes alive as you engage with others in a whole new way. Together, we're creating connections that go beyond the screen and fostering relationships that are truly memorable. Arrow offers an innovative communication experiences that brings human touch to the digital world. Imagine sending messages with a simple flick of your wrist. That's letting your hands become the ultimate communication tool. Arrow's user interface is where the magic happens. You can choose from a variety of vessels to carry your messages, whether it's an arrow, football, bird, or rocket. This customization lets you express yourself in a way that's both fun and personal. Picture this, you're sending a message to your friend, and instead of just hitting send, you playfully toss a virtual football their way, and your friend sees the flying football in augmented reality, eagerly catching it to read your message. It's an exciting and engaging way to connect with others. Arrow operates on a freemium model, offering essential features for free, with premium upgrades and in-app purchases available. Revenue sources include sponsored content, ads, creator markets, and business-to-business solutions. Compared to competitors, Arrow stands out by offering a unique AR-focused experience with hand gesture controls for a more interactive, engaging user experience. The platform also prioritizes customization and personalization, empowering users to create a truly individual digital presence. As opposed to simply repackaging the problematic features of existing social media outlets, Arrow aims to revolutionize the way we interact and communicate, offering a refreshing and innovative solution to the challenges faced by traditional platforms. As we introduce Arrow to the market, our focus is on building relationships with influencers and content creators to showcase our platform's unique features. Partnering with them, we can leverage their reach and influence to generate buzz around our app. Additionally, we will establish strategic alliances with AR hardware manufacturers to ensure seamless integration and optimal user experience. To further boost our presence, we will engage in targeted digital marketing campaigns across social media, search, and display platforms. We also plan to connect with users on a grassroots level through marketing, through events and community outreach initiatives. To round out our go-to-market plan, we will seek press coverage and maintain a strong presence at industry events, ensuring Arrow becomes synonymous with the future of social media and communication. Arrow's executive management team includes CEO, Chief Technology Officer, Chief Marketing Officer, Chief Operations Officer, and various advisors in related fields. Use of the $5,500 will be used for product development by hiring skilled developers, hardware, software, and outsourcing certain development tasks. Market research for understanding Arrow's target audience to make informed decisions, legal and compliance related expenses, marketing and promotion, as well as networking and partnerships to foster relationships with potential partners, investors, and influence in the industry. Here's a quick view of Arrow's development timeline, in which the New Venture Challenge funds will further the development of the product and allow us to showcase this opportunity to new investors and get closer to launching. Acquisition of venture capital investment will allow us to complete stages 1 through 3 in the development timeline and go to market with a goal to acquire 1 million monthly active users. Revenue will be generated from advertisement subscriptions and in-app purchases with an aim to capture a generous 1% of the serviceable obtainable market, which is projected to be roughly 15 million users. Our initial margins are at 40% based on net profits and costs, which are minimal due to the digital nature of the project. Main startup costs include office space, equipment, initial development, and marketing efforts. And our break even will be reached once the revenue generated from premium features, in-app purchases, and advertising covers the fixed and variable costs associated with developing, marketing, and operations. Once again, I want to thank you for having me. You guys are terrific listeners. I hope I translated the amazing opportunity that Arrow offers. Can I answer any of your questions?
Hey, good job. How about the cost to develop? Do you have a rough number on that so far?
The cost to develop, I will keep on developing it. I could outsource work right now to create like a basic model and to make it more fluid and like gather user feedback and make it ready for the market. So I would use the New Venture Challenge funds to make the basic model, and then hire further like development teams to help me.
Okay, and then could you remind? I think you had a competitive slide up. Could you remind us just a quick?
Yeah.
Who's your closest competitor?
Closest competitor would be Snapchat. I'd say it's the smallest of the three.
Okay. Thank you.
Daniel, hi, this is Keith. Hold that slide. How is it that you propose to, these are huge competitors. What's your thinking about how to counter barrier entry into your technology or into your marketplace?
Yeah, they are going. Okay, so Arrow offers AR centric tools, and which is still coming and in our near future, and it offers a refreshing and new way to socialize rather than traditional social media companies repackaging and repackaging their content and basically making it the same thing, but with like 2D images and reels. I aim to make Arrow a healthier way to use social media and communicate. And
did you also consider possibly integrating with these other platforms that exist today?
That would be an exit strategy of mine, as well as another exit strategy, or would just be becoming a public company through an initial public offering.
Hi, Daniel, this is Cormac. I had a question on the AR hardware. I was just curious if you had any like specific companies that you plan to reach out and try to partner with early on.
Yeah, that's a good question. I would try to just acquire what's available right now. And we still have Apple, which is rumored to release their glasses currently, which is they're having a WWDC in next month actually, and partnerships, it could be more of a like advisor, like this is how it works and this is how it would best fit the hardware.
And next up, we have Elliot Lovegren of Bird's Eye View.
All right. Hello, judges. My name is Elliot Lovegren. I am the founder of Bird's Eye View. We are a real estate, drone photography, and videography business that focuses on high-performing real estate agents and allows them to market their properties in a more appealing way. Drone footage in real estate is often underused or amateur looking, and if not, it's very expensive. We offer the highest quality drone footage and production packages at a better price than our competitors. Our target market is real estate agents selling higher-end houses who are 3 times more likely to use drone footage to showcase their properties than average. Our mission is to work with the highest performing real estate agents in Santa Barbara and Montecito, which are 2 lucrative markets. We already have commitments from 2 agents to purchase our services. We will charge a fee for our service, which includes filming, photographing, and editing drone footage. Our goal is to create a client base of returning clients and to expand that client base for business growth. Clients will learn about us on social media, through referrals, direct calls, or through realtor meetings. All marketing directs clients to our website. And on our website, clients can book an appointment via Calendly or via text messages. During appointments, we will discuss logistics such as property information, pricing, and what needs to be filmed. Once that is complete, we will ask our clients to sign a service agreement. We'll film and photograph the property, edit the photos and videos, and deliver the final product for payment of services. Our production process is highly streamlined. We show up at the property, conduct the filming and photographing, and edit the footage at our home office. Our market projection suggests a first-year revenue of $17,000, which is based on an average of 6 projects per month at $225 per session. We believe that the market potential for this business is highly favorable, and we project a 17% annual growth increase with a $27,000 revenue in the 3rd year. As of 2023, the total available market is approximately $315,000. Oops, sorry. That number represents the amount of houses sold in the last year, which is about 1,400 times 225. So here we can take a look at a chart of the competitive factors compared to some of our competitors. Only one of our competitors offers what we consider to be a high quality, and by that we mean both operational skills and image quality. We can also see that clients that are willing to pay an affordable price will have to sacrifice the quality of the videos and photos. Bird's Eye View is the only business to achieve all 4 of the main competitive factors in this market. Our market strategy is split into 3 phases. In phase 1, we create a website and business cards and get in contact with real estate agents through Santa Barbara Association of Realtors, personalized emails, or through referrals. We'll ask them if they are in need of our service and offer an introductory discount. We'll offer agents our business cards and ask if they can refer us to other agents. In phase 2, approximately 4 months into our venture, we start promoting our service on platforms such as Instagram and TikTok, with ads directed towards real estate agents. In phase 3, we will continue the marketing efforts that we started in phase 2, and we'll add a referral program for existing clients, offering up to 25% off the first session for generating a referral who becomes a new paying customer. And this phase starts after about a year. So our strategy is to start small, focus on creating a network of clients, and gradually grow our client base and revenue over time. Our goal is to create a loyal client base of returning clients who look to Bird's Eye View for their drone, photo, and video needs, and not to our competitors. During our first year, we aim to acquire 2 sales every week, obtaining at least 77 transactions in the first year. Here I've included our financial model for the first year in business, and as you can see, we'll be consistently bringing in a good revenue and keeping a good profit margin as well. The cost of our labor is $102 per session and includes my own salary as well as gas money. This means we will achieve a profit margin of 55% and $123 per session that goes right back into building our business. Our business will have a net profit of just over $2,000 the first year. The cost for customer acquisition will be $82, and that is the result of our marketing cost of $2,050 divided by our projected 25 customers in a year. Our customer lifetime value is $5,400. Our startup costs are $1,950 and include things like business license, business name, business insurance, legal advice, bookkeeping, and a website. Our funding resources include personal savings and hopefully the Scheinfeld NVC prize money, which would be spent on an upgraded drone and marketing. We have already acquired all the necessary equipment and software needed to run this business, including a drone and a laptop to edit from. We've also created a business plan that shows promising potential that demonstrates promise of viability. We've already filmed a few houses free of charge to create a show reel and to build our portfolio. And lastly, we have 2 high-performing agents that we have already spoken with and that have shown interest in our service and that are willing to purchase our service as soon as we launch in August. If our business is successful, but I leave Santa Barbara after college, we would look to sell our business to a professional or a future intern or employee for a certain amount of money or percentage of the business, depending on our valuation of the business at the time. And if our business is unsuccessful, we will pivot to a new business model within the drone industry. So why us? We have a skilled drone pilot. We are prepared to enter this market. Our business is viable for the first year and beyond. We have low startup costs and we break even after only 4 months. We already have clients ready to purchase and there's profitability in the business while I'm still able to pay myself a good wage. And on top of that, you could help me earn my way through school. Thank you for your time. Does anyone have any questions?
What drone type are you using? DJI?
I'm using a DJI Mavic 2. DJI Mavic 2 is what it's called.
Could you go back to your competitor slide?
Absolutely.
Do you have feedback on these other guys, like price-wise, or like what's the customer saying about the other guys? Are they happy? Are they not doing a good job, or do you just see that you kind of have advantages over them?
So mostly they've all gotten pretty good reviews. However, I feel like I personally can do a much better job for the price that they're offering. I feel like it's a market that is not very known. People don't really know what good quality drone footage is, and I'm willing to change that.
And last question for me, do you have any concerns of privacy? Meaning, I've been around when the drone is filming the house and neighbors can come out and complain. Have you had any pushback from community related to that or anything?
Well, yeah, that is an issue. However, if it is completely legal, I've gotten all the legal
like, do you need to get a release or anything from anybody? Can you just literally show up and do it? Is what I kind of, because I've heard other people complain pretty aggressively about this kind of thing. So I was just questioning if you had any input.
Yeah, it's a great question. Most of the time, there won't be complaints from the neighbors.
You can get in and get out at a certain time of day, right? You kind of
exactly
know when to get it done and not linger, right?
The plan isn't to be filming at like 1 a.m. It's mostly during the day. And if neighbors do complain, then we have all the legal information. We'll have to do a legal some research for each property because it does vary between each house depending on its location. But we'll have all of that under control for each house.
Thank you.
I had 2 questions. This is Cormac. One, for the cost of sale, or for that 4 hours, are you including the editing time into that, or is that just the shooting?
Yes. So the editing
Okay.
is a part of that.
Great. And then my other question is, do you have any idea on, what the value of a drone footage is to like the agent? Does it help them sell the house quicker? Have a higher price for the house? And is there any way of maybe, adjusting your pricing to maybe somehow capture the value on the per house? So if it's a more expensive house, you can get a little bit more money from it.
Yeah, absolutely. So drone photography and videography is a very important step in marketing a house for real estate agents. And I've spoken to real estate agents already, and they found the pricing to be great. It is more affordable than what they're paying for now. And yeah, it helps them boost their marketing strategies.
Thank you.
Hi, Elliot. This is Keith. I want to follow up on Cormac's question. So, because these are very, very high-end properties, obviously the real estate agents are making a much higher commission per unit of sale. When you look at your pricing model, did you look at some sort of tiered pricing approach? So if somebody said, I don't want 4 hours, I want 8 hours, or I want this or that, et cetera, did you approach it? Did you explore that as a pricing option for yourself?
So yeah, so the $225 is just a base price, and that includes 5 photos and a video. However, if they want more of that, more photos or a longer video, then the pricing would be a bit more, as well as if the house is if it's a bigger house, if it's a huge mansion, we would pay, it would cost more, basically.
Okay, next up, we are welcoming Milagros Horn Chaparro and Andrew McCurry of Let's Brunch.
My name is Andrew McCurry. This is Milagros Corne. Our idea for the Venture Challenge is Let's Brunch. It's a healthy cafe alternative. Alrighty, so food options today are not healthy. Health foods are too expensive compared to fast food. An example, fast food meal at McDonald's or In-N-Out, around $10, a little over. And a healthy meal at like Air One or Juice Ranch, one of our competitors, is about $25 or more. Alrighty, at Let's Brunch, we're going to offer a variety of foods that are not only healthy, but also cost effective. Our brunch wraps will be around $14, smoothies 12, avo toast 12, and coffee from 4 to 5. Our wraps will be a brunch wrap, so we'll have one that is for lunch, one more for breakfast. The breakfast one will consist of some potatoes, eggs, some grass-fed cheese, and some turkey bacon. All cooked without any seed oils. Our smoothies will have a supplement that's included. Extra supplements, 75 cents extra, but they're a base of liquid frozen fruit like a banana, some ice, and maybe some almond butter or cacao powder. Fairly simple. Our customer analysis, we see that we want to cater to customers who value their health. Here in Santa Barbara, we have about 91,000 people. The median age is about 36 years old with a median household income of 75,000. Education is a big factor because we saw that the higher overall educated the population is, then the higher they value their health. So education in Santa Barbara is about 55% of them, of the people in Santa Barbara have a bachelor's degree or higher. There are also an estimated 40,000 students in Santa Barbara County, UCSB, and Santa Barbara City College. So those are also people we're targeting. A little demonstration. We want to have a cafe set up with a little patio out front. We'll be using a POS system by Square, which is fairly easy to set up, and we've had some practice with it. Smoothies, coffee, the wraps, and some avo toast will be our main sellers when we open up for the beginning of our business. The manufacturing of the products. So smoothies, liquids, frozen bananas, sweetened with like dates or honey, ice, supplements, protein, greens, or mushrooms as an example. Avo toast, sourdough, pesto, avocado, paprika, eggs for an extra $2. We've made these recipes all ourselves and tested them out. Brunch wrap, the breakfast one, the lunch one will have deli turkey, cheese as well, some onion sprouts, avocado pesto. Coffee will be offering drip, cappuccino, and latte, just some basic forms. Alrighty.
A quick view of our market opportunity. Santa Barbara population is 94,000. This is our total addressable market. And the population that is health conscious is 45,000. This is our total serviceable market. And our consumer per month is 750. This is our total obtainable serviceable market.
And that is based on our projections for the first year of revenues, about
Yes.
25 customers a day, 750 a month. Our competition is mainly going to be Juice Ranch, a local health food store, Green Table, another local health food store, and then Blenders, a smoothie store here that's also local. Juice Ranch and Green Table, they have high quality food and health foods, but they're just not as affordable. They're not fast, and they don't have a variety of options. Blenders does have the affordability and the fast service, but they lack their quality of food and a variety of options. And that's where we come up in Let's Brunch, because we're quality of food, affordable, fast service, and a variety of options. Alrighty, our go-to market plan, phase 1, opening downtown Santa Barbara, 1-year sales goal over 150,000, 25 customers a day with an average of $17 spent per transaction. About a year for this to get done. Our phase 2 would be to expand our menu, add some more menu items, grow our brand name and influence in the community, increase our investments in marketing so we can attract more new customers, and begin to source different production materials to lower our manufacturing costs. Our startup costs needed are going to be about $20,000 for kitchen supplies, renovations, another $25,000, coffee station 5, square and charges and fees to set it up, about $4,000, business licensing and certification, $2,000. So a total of $56,000 to get it up and running. Mila and I together have $150,000 of total available credit. And then we'll be using the Scheinfeld earnings from this competition to start the licensing LLC corporation, get going, and the business licensing and the certification for a kitchen. Our 1-year forecast. So we're aiming a little bit of conservative 25 customers a day with $17 an average transaction, which will lead us to around 750 customers a month, an average of 12,750 monthly revenue, with 9,000 total customers for the projected year, leads us to 153,000 of total revenue. Our projected expenses for that year also include 35,000 in rent, 40,000 in raw production and materials, and 70,000 in labor. So that leaves us with a total of about $13,000 in profit for that year, which will be after 11 months. Alrighty. Before I get to the exit strategy, we do plan on increasing our revenue by about 15 to 20% after the first year, since those are conservative numbers. So with the 3-year projected revenue is about over 250K if we increase only 15 to 20% over those 3 years. Oh, a sec. Exit strategy. We want to sell to another owner when we get to that point where we're big enough and we have satisfied our craving, because we live this lifestyle. And this is something that we have a passion for, that we created together. So again, it's our lifestyle. So we'd probably opt for some sale that allows us to get some benefits from the continued business, but sale to another owner is our primary exit strategy. Team, Andrew McCurry. I've worked in the restaurant industry for 6 years, at Blenders for a couple of years, at a beach burger place for a couple of years, and then a health food store for right now for a couple of years. I'm a business major at SPCC. Milagros has a couple of years in the industry as well.
And I'm business major marketing.
Business and marketing major as well. All righty. They're ready for questions and comments.
Could you go back to how you break down the quantity of meals, or the estimated number?
Oh, we skipped this one on accident.
Yes.
Pardon me. Is this what you're talking about, the profit margins?
Yeah, it's kind of like, could you walk us through how you,
Definitely.
like,
Yeah,
because you have
actually,
restaurant
this one-
experience, we want to have kind of confidence behind these numbers, meaning could you explain how you derive these? And if you had examples of restaurants that were actually doing these to justify those numbers.
Yeah, so we actually grabbed and based most of our numbers off of one of our competitors, Juice Ranch. They have about 40,000 customers in total, and they're a Santa Barbara local. They also have a shop in Montecito. They sell their smoothies for about $16, add-ons about $2 for extra supplements. They don't offer any wraps. They offer avo toast for around the similar price. They don't offer any coffee, but our profit margins, we're trying to stay around 25%. We were making these recipes at home, so we were able to do the math and figure out how much for one egg, a couple pieces of bacon, and cheese and some potatoes in the sandwich turned out to be about 30% of the total cost, about $4 to make that. We did the same for the smoothies at home, avo toast, and the espresso drinks. We'll be looking for a local sourced handlebar coffee, which is pretty popular in our area. So we looking to use them.
Thank you.
Yeah, Cormac, I had a quick question on the location. Like, have you guys picked out like where in downtown Santa Barbara and maybe like some of the attributes that make that location, attractive to,
Yes.
I don't know, foot traffic or, yeah.
Yeah, so we're looking for about a 1,000 to 1,500 square feet, a little bit of patio area out front. We're in talks with a commercial real estate agent at the moment. We're looking for a spot by January of 2024 to be able to open our doors by May. But we're still in the looks from there. This is kind of part of the process we're in.
Hi, Andrew and Milagros. This is Keith. To follow up on a couple of questions about the cost and the prices. You've tested working at home, creating the products and cost on that basis. Obviously, when you expand in a retail presence, those costs will change. How are you able to acquire the hard goods or the components or the elements to make these products and maintain what you're projecting as your sale price?
Well, we're going to be buying in quantity from local producers. We have a couple growers of avocados in Carpinteria, where I'm from, that we've already gotten in contact with. We can buy in quantities from them. They sell us by the boxes, and it brings our price down to what that costs of 23% for the amount it costs to make the avo toast, for example. But again, working with local producers, there's a lot of farms in Carpinteria we've reached out with. We've talked to them, and they have good prices when you buy in bulk. Dates is another thing we're going to need in variety. We have date producers that work at the farmers market we've already been in contact with, and they can sell us big bulk things, and they drop it off to us as well.
And other than price, I mean, what is it that you think will be your sort of market differentiator? Obviously, the restaurant industry in Santa Barbara is highly competitive, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, you're touting it as healthy fast food, correct? But
yes,
I mean, I guess I'm sort of, I don't want to comment here. I just want to ask this opportunity to, how are you going to compete against the competition? You mentioned blenders, they're a big presence in town, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. So
you want to flip open that competitor slide? Because I had a similar, yeah, here you go. Thanks.
Yes. So blenders, for an example, they are affordable and they're fast, but the quality of food and health that they have, I worked there for a couple of years, and they just use pretty much vanilla ice cream. It's just sweet, sugar-filled drinks. So if people were educated enough to understand what they were ingesting, they would invest more in another product that is healthier for them. And so that's where marketing comes in, where we're going to be trying to send out messages to people, put out flyers. What we're going to be doing is a little discount for students and people that have EBT cards. So a 10% discount will lower the price of, say, our smoothie from $12 down to about $11. And that is a little bit more competitive with their prices. Even though blenders is about $6 for a large smoothie, the $5 difference for a healthier version of that, I think, is going to attract our customers.
Would you consider somebody like Backyard Bowls a competitor as well? It's, the menu is a little different, but it's very health oriented.
Backyard Bowls, well, they specialize in acai bowls. That's mostly what they're known for. That's why we didn't add them in, because we're not specializing in that. We're going for the wraps, the smoothies that are health food. And that's why Juice Ranch is they're carrying a fair selection of smoothies that are pretty good and healthy. They're just fairly expensive at $16 for a smoothie. But I mean, Backyard Bowls, they're a bit of a competitor just because they're in that health oriented industry, but not too much in the same lane as we are, since they don't have the exact same products as us.
Okay, great. And next up, we have Jacob McHenry of Smart Card.
Smart Card. That is the new name for the future of networking technology. Since the 1800s, entrepreneurs, business professionals, and employees have all faced the same issues surrounding business cards. You're on your way to the most important networking event of your life, and you forget your cards in the cab. Or you have your cards, and they're so worn out from being in your pocket or in your wallet that you're too embarrassed to even hand them out. Or that most important business connection you made of the night, that card that he handed you, you lost it. And there goes your business. I know these things because I have been there before. Technology has enhanced every single aspect of our life. So why is it that the key component of our branding as an entrepreneur or business person is still 223 years in the past? What if I told you it didn't have to be that way? What if I told you that the solution to this problem is as small as an app on your phone or a titanium disc that you put right onto the back of your iPhone or laptop that offers you infinite transfers? No longer are you bound to the 150, the 250, the 500, the 1,000 count boxes of business cards that you need to wait for the printing to finish until you can continue your business. What if I told you we offer infinite in-time customization from your app for your business card? Long gone are the days of cutting down 7 million trees to produce said cards. In that small little titanium dot I was telling you about, it's not like the PVC trash that's on the market. No, we are titanium. We are built strong. It is durable. It will bring you where you need to be. Smart Card is a digital business card networking app that helps to streamline the process of networking with other individuals and brings it all into one app. You can transfer your smart card from your wallet, your watch, or anything that your imagination can bring you to transfer it on, because that is the limit. We address a $1.9 million opportunity within a $242 million market space at only an entry level of $350,000. While yes, our profiles do indicate that 18 to 35-year-olds would be amazing to utilize our app, nobody should be bound by their knowledge or lack thereof of digital business cards or phone applications to not utilize Smart Card. So to get over it and past that point, we offer a one-on-one onboarding with one of our customer service representatives that will help anybody of any age or any business be able to utilize their Smart Card and transfer it. Whether your business is 10 people or 10,000, we are scalable easily. We have multiple sources of income ranging from service subscriptions to product sales to advertising. Our service prices, we're beating anyone on the market. And our products, insane profit margins that blow past retail averages. A product is only as good as its marketing, and Smart Card has that marketing. We will combine social media with news stories, influencers, other users, and affiliate marketing to get us the most aggressive plan possible. That picture that you see, that is a genuine Smart Card advertisement. It indicates and just shows an exemplary example of the people who will use our app. It is sleek, modern, and dare I say timeless, just like the users of our app. Like amazing businesses like Amazon and many others, we unfortunately do take a loss in the first year with a negative profit loss margin of 32.14%. In year two, we do see it jump to 15.94%. In year 3, 36.37%. And in year 4, a profit margin of 46.19%. A team is only as good as its operations, and our team will be spec'd out. Not only that, but we will have our legal team making sure that we are squared away at every step of the turn. We already have our trademarking for our logo and our name. And our developers, by the way, who will be developing the app, have worked with Spirit Airlines. They've worked with Johnson & Johnson and Petco. Talk about professionalism. Smart card versus the competitors. There is no competition. And I'll tell you why. You wouldn't buy a burger with no meat on it and then say, oh yeah, this works. You also wouldn't buy a burger that just has condiments. You wouldn't do it. So why would people spend money for projects and products that are inferior when they could get the full Wagyu burger with all the ketchup, the tomatoes, the mustard, anything you want on that burger? Smart Card is that burger. Because you, as the consumer, deserve to be getting what you are paying for, and Smart Card is that option. I am seeking $350,000 worth of funds to sustain a 4-year business plan. The first $50,000 will go towards the development, while the next $300,000 will go towards maintaining and building our teams. I have already put in $7,421 into this project, and I am ready, and I will put in another $10,000 for development. I have soft promises for investments from friends and family at $50,000. And if I am fortunate enough to win this competition today, I will use that $5,500 to put the down payment on the beginning of development. So you may also share the vision of what networking could be with me. It's painfully obvious that we need a solution to the business cards, to the dilemmas. And if you are an entrepreneur or a business person, you know every single pain point I've hit because you were there. And when I was starting my real estate career at 19 years old, I hit every single one of those multiple times. Smart Card isn't just a product. Like, you aren't just another person. So strive for greatness. Be the change that you want to see in the world, and innovate without boundaries. Thank you.
Okay, jumping right into questions.
Yes, sir.
Patents. Have you do you have any research on patents, or do you have any applications out for that?
So we don't have any patents currently. With apps and mobile applications, what you can do is you can copyright the coding to it. However, when it comes to app development, it's a little hard to patent things as far as the app goes. But as far as our physical products go, we can start putting patents into how we embed the NFC technology within what we do, which is near field communication. It's how we transfer our cards through our physical products. And we can also, what we're having for our business component of the business, we have a beacon that can present and project somebody's card to an individual as soon as they walk through the business doors. Now that we can get a patent on, just because while beacon technology does currently exist, we can get a cosmetic, or at least to a degree, another utility patent for it. So to answer your question, which is an amazing question, by the way, I would say that we can get patents to a degree.
Okay, great. And I like the breakdown. Could you go, you kind of said 50 grand and 300K. That could be a long answer, but just wanted to maybe see if you could verbally break that up a little bit, meaning how it seems like a large chunk.
No, that's a great question. So the $50,000, it is if we hit all potholes and everything goes wrong, which you got to account for, that should cover all development costs that are projected. So we already have a consultation with the development team, and that is what they have quoted us at for if everything goes wrong, that's what should be the max. Now, the $300,000 is going to go towards the marketing. It's going to go towards retaining legal fees. It's going to go towards server hosting to be able to host people's data, and security to be able to protect people's data, which we do not sell data, by the way. And I am very proud to say that. So it's going to go towards maintenance and pretty much acquisition costs of getting a team together.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Jacob. I had a quick question. I think I maybe missed it earlier. I just was curious on like the exact, like how it works. So, you know, do you have like the
Sure.
physical product as the NFC and like all the information's on like an app, or maybe to help me see where
Yeah,
that's
absolutely. So that's an excellent question. So we are actually in tandem product. So while we do have an app, and that is where the smart card app is where you manage your contact database. So people's cards that you collect, and you can scan people's cards. You give you physical cards, by the way, in there as well. So we hit all aspects. But to answer your question, you can manage your database from there. You can edit your smart card from there. But we do also, because we, all in all, if you buy our app, or if you get our app today, right, you buy the service, then instantly you can start using it because you can put it to your Apple Pay wallet to transfer, or you can put it to your Apple Watch to transfer. So right off the bat, you can use our product. It's if people like the physical aspect of things, like something they can stick onto the back of their phone, or like a titanium card that you can tap to somebody's phone. So they go hand in hand. So what would happen is that we will help users write their card into our NFC products. And that is where they go hand in hand. So you have the service, which is really the heart, the blood, and the soul. And then you have the physical products that come together, which are basically accents to the service. I hope that helped kind of answer your question.
No, that's helpful. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Jacob. Just to follow up on Carmac's question. So what I'm hearing is a combination of app delivery or hard product delivery of the service functionality, correct?
Yes, sir.
Is that right? Did you have an estimated, I know you're working on your estimate for the app development itself, but how about cost of goods for the actual hard piece itself? Do you have some sense of where that falls?
Yes, sir. We have actually exact quotes. So we have gotten estimates, and we have what it would be to get it manufactured, produced, and shipped overseas. So we do have all of those costs, and they go in within our margins. So for our actual financials themselves, what we did is averaged every product into one, and then assumed that one person, well, you know, each person who gets a service would get one item, because more likely than not, that's what we've seen through our studies. And so we kind of just gathered all into one. But yes, I do have actual quotes for distribution and manufacturing.
And then can you go over the business model again, please? Just how you're going to make money off of this?
Of course, yes. So we have a free service, and then we have Smart Card Premium. So the free service is for users to test it out, and they still get a decent amount of features. Whereas Smart Card Premium, that is where we make money on our premium service for people who want that card customization. So with the free version, you can only use one of two cards. You can use the Smart Card White or the Smart Card Black. And it allows you to add all your information, but it does not allow you to fully enhance or manipulate the cosmetics in a way that you would wish to. Whereas with Smart Card Premium, you can create any type of card you want, and there are no bounds. So to make the money for the people who don't want to pay the premium, we will have a non-invasive form of advertisement where we only show an ad once every 2 times that you open the app. So we don't push people away from, man, I hate this. There's nothing I hate more than apps that just consistently hit you with advertisement. It's ridiculous, right? And you can still make your money and maintain your brand as not some cheap thing that makes money off of advertising while still making money off of advertising that is not invasive. So we go tandem with both our physical products, our advertisement, and then our service. And
Great,
by the
thank
way, I
you.
want to specify, you don't need the service to utilize our physical products. You can do it with the free version.
Judges, what a great job. You asked some really good questions, and now you have the challenging job of determining the winners. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put you into a breakout room. If you can bear with me while I do that. You did fabulously on the time. We're at 3:18 and we are scheduled to go until 3:20. So very good job. Okay, so let me get these breakout rooms going. Okay, everybody, for our audience, I hope that you enjoyed watching the pitch competition. Don't go anywhere because the judges will be back. They have up to 20 minutes in order to do their deliberation, but they could come back sooner, and we'll just have to play that by ear. What we're going to do is we'll put up a a slideshow loop so that you can know where we're at and that we're still with you. The live stream will continue. We encourage you at this time to go to Instagram and vote on who you think should be the winner. We'll look at the popular vote, see how you did on your reasoning, if you're thinking as an investor does. And so we'll be back. We're scheduled back at least by 3:40, but if the judges get done sooner, we will come back as soon as they are ready. So I would suggest take a 10-minute break and then just stay tuned. And we'll be back with you for the announcement and awards of the winners today. Thanks for staying with us, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and put the slide share up. Welcome back, everyone. So the judges have done their hard work, and we're going to go ahead and hand things off to them, and they will announce the awards. I will just say that, we'll go through announcing the awards, and then we have up to 5 minutes for each of the finalists for the judges to give helpful feedback, both things that went well, maybe something that could be done that would be a game changer for the venture. We're in good hands with these judges. So I will go ahead at this time I will hand over the control, so to speak, to our judges. Take it away.
Who wants to go first?
Kevin, you want to do it? Here.
You want me to do it?
You're such a good speaker.
Oh my gosh. I was a speechwriter years ago, so.
I could tell.
All right. So in third place, because we're going to count down, right?
Right.
So first of all, let me say, each of you, thank you very much. We know what kind of work goes into this sort of process and planning. All three of us have been on your side of the desktop here, so we really appreciate your hard work, your incisiveness, your thinking. It's obvious to each of us that you put a significant amount of effort into that. So the old story: no losers today. Just some would be more winners than others, I guess. It's a terrible way to put it. So in third place, we unanimously chose all of these, by the way. We've picked Arrow, Daniel.
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So congratulations. Following on that, Brian, with your Clipper business. So that's second place.
Nice.
Good work. And then for the final first position, Jacob with Smart Card.
Yay. Congratulations to the winners. Awesome.
Yes, so maybe we'll just comment on each of these. First of all, very impressed with all of them. I think for the breakfast, the brunch, I personally, that is something that we encourage you. That's a great business. There's such a gap out there, and you guys did a great presentation. Really loved sort of the enthusiasm behind talking with the avocado people, the dates, and that's what it takes to have success there. So there's a huge opportunity. Very impressed with the research you did, and we really think that there's a lot of potential there. And let's see, for the drone project, we all agreed that that's a great business because you can get out there, get it done, and just get in, knock on doors, you show up, you network with real estate investors, and you get business. So that's what we liked about that, is you can get going immediately and bring revenue in the door. It wasn't necessarily, we think we wanted to see a little more innovation in that category because it might have a competitor who could just enter there. So those were just some general comments. Jacob, your card pitch, the hands, the fingers, the enthusiasm, the getting kicked out of school for selling chocolate. I mean, great story. Yeah, it's hard to sell stuff, and we think what it takes to be successful, just knocking down doors. And you're right, that's a 200-year problem, and no one has executed there. So a guy like you with your enthusiasm and focus in tech, we feel like you can knock doors down there. And Daniel, Daniel, on your on the Arrow, like, first of all, we were very impressed with your how you understood, and a young guy like you with the way it's like if you worked at Google for 10 years, right? So we feel like you're totally gonna do some amazing things. I think there's maybe some potential feedback we can provide or help or coach you with on, call it, the implementation side and so forth. But that's a big opportunity, and everything may not be perfect, but we feel like you're definitely on the path to success there. So good job.
Thank you. I'm really excited to work with you guys.
Okay, great. Any other feedback from the judges?
If I can, yeah, just add, one of the challenges at this early stage in building up your business is what your actual development costs are going to be, especially from the technology side. Jacob, with Smart Card, significant costs to build apps, et cetera. It's not a trivial investment. That's from experience, having built these in the past. And that applies to each of you. When you look at the technical development, it shouldn't be, technology is expensive, development's costly. So you want to be careful how you factor in what that actual amount as it hits your cost of goods sold and cost of development costs. Also cycles, development cycles tend to get stretched out. So it's always better to give yourself more time. It's under promise, over deliver sort of opportunity there in that regards. And then I'm the marketing guy. So marketing is actually very expensive. It's what I tell my clients. That way, how do you get out into the marketplace, which can be often the biggest challenge, especially if you're in a mature or maturing marketplace, and not to spread your marketing investments too widely. It's better typically to go in one channel and really build strength in one marketing channel and focus on that, rather than, especially at an early development stage, both locally with the restaurant business, focus as well. So just a couple of thoughts.
Some generalized advice for maybe for everyone is, I think, our philosophy at SCOP is, businesses are solving problems, products solve problems. At the end of the day, that's what a business does, is it solves problems for your customers. And so, I think if you break it down that way to something very simple of, what's the problem that someone's facing, and then how can you solve it in the best way possible? It makes business a little bit easier, a little bit more straightforward. And then two, everything's a hypothesis. You have an idea of how something works. Go out, try to test it, get some data, get some validation, and then iterate, learn, test, fail, pivot, test, fail, pivot, test, succeed, scale. So if you take that kind of approach in business, it tends to lead to really good outcomes. And so I'd say, this is your idea now, and continue to test on it, prove things out, and when you have something that's working, scale.
All right. Anything else, judges? Or
Let me add,
Mhm.
if I could just pick up on that comment. One of the things I've experienced directly is don't be afraid to change your business. So as technology shifts, I was CEO of an online scheduling company some years back. And what we found was that the scheduling process was actually used by the purchasing departments because they wanted to be able to schedule income products, materials, et cetera. And we never considered that as a utility for the product. We totally shifted the product off to calendaring for consumers to a very tight vertical scheduling utility tool within the healthcare industry for surgery rooms, because they needed to schedule all the materials that got brought in for a typical surgery, which turned out to be quite complex. So don't be afraid at a certain point, if your technology shifts or something shifts, to be willing to make a change in your product and your product development and your product market.
Yeah, and a couple more comments along the lines with Cormac and what Kevin said as well, as testing, like assume you're wrong most of the time and prove that you're right. So the more you can go out and verify and get that data, don't spend $200K with an assumption, spend $100 and get survey data. Hear the voice of the customer, hear what the customer is doing. What do they want? Test, fail again and again, and be comfortable with failure, right? The Spanx, when you read about Spanx, what's unique about her? She was comfortable with failure, right? So when you read about getting comfortable with failure, it helps you excel, and you can get the answers early on and be focused without having that ego push you down the wrong way. And I think you guys all had examples of that, but we're here emphasizing that importance of testing and focusing and pivoting early, and that really sharpens your approach. Also, Julie, we all said in the breakout room how organized and professional and just great job. I think we're very impressed over the years to see this iteration of how the teams you're building, the skill and the presentation quality is just amazing and such a efficient program. So just hats off to you on a great job today.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that feedback tremendously. And thank you, judges. You know, this experience where, you know, we get to live stream this and where many people get to get into the mindset of an investor and seasoned entrepreneurs, you know, through your questioning, to be able to see, you know, how your mind is working a bit, and then to hear about your conclusions and how you've awarded the money and the feedback that you have. I mean, that's something that just doesn't happen in a classroom. It's really these hands-on opportunities, you know, that really help to create that. And, you know, we couldn't do this. We didn't have this your expertise that you share and your time that you share so generously. So thank you for this tremendous contribution. We really appreciate it. I think finalists, wouldn't you agree?
Definitely. Very thankful.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so I think that brings us to a wrap for the 13th annual Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge Collegiate Edition. For those of you in our audience, we have the high school competition that follows on. It starts at 4:45, so we invite you to come back. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to the Scheinfeld Center. We are so happy to help members of our community build their entrepreneurship skills and build a stronger and more vital Santa Barbara County economically. So thank you everyone. Winners, please hang on a bit because we need to get your some information for your paperwork. Judges, thank you so much. The rest of the finalists, thank you so much. That's a wrap. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.